Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Tings, and I'm your host, Boogie Down Bronx, and I am here to take care of the Geminis. Geminis, if you're new to the channel, welcome. This reading can resonate for you if you have Gemini as a sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. So I'm sorry, like, two of my nails popped off. So we're just gonna go with it. All right, Gemini, so let's see what you guys need to surrender for March. By the way, just want to address this really quickly. I've been seeing some rude comments about people are like, oh, you're taking too long, you're going too slow. First of all, I am a full-time student outside of these videos, and I have a lot of other stuff that I do as well. So if you can't be patient, like, you don't have to watch me. There's so many other readers that y'all could watch, right? Okay, so just relax. All right, and this is free, by the way. So Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what you guys need to surrender for the rest of March. And I was on vacation. Sorry. All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do you guys need to surrender for March? What does Gemini need to surrender? It's interesting. All right, so, oh, hold on. All right, Gemini, so the first card to come out was surrender your ego. These are kind of heavy themes that you guys have this month. So you have surrender your ego. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. So try your best not to take things too personally, especially if it has to do with how somebody else is feeling. Try not to, take it to heart if somebody's like, oh, I need space, or I need time, or I need this, that, and you want to get defensive. That's coming from your ego, a bruised ego, or maybe your ego is stopping you from forgiving or stopping you from apologizing. Could be either way, either one, because you have surrender resentments. Surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. So your ego is preventing you from either fully being able to forgive someone or forgiving or allowing an apology to come towards you. All right, let go of those resentments that you feel because it's only hurting you. And then surrender your desire to control people or even manipulate people. Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. So you guys, I don't think you guys have had either of these cards before, which is interesting. Any of them. I can't really remember, but sometimes I remember like certain cards that stand out for the signs. So yeah, there's a desire, whether this is on a subconscious level, you're trying to control a situation, could be trying to give somebody the silent treatment, or just being too pushy about resolving a dilemma, which is actually making it worse. Okay, so that's your things you need to surrender for March. All right, so Lord, I keep wanting to say Virgo. I don't know why, but Gemini, you could be dealing with a Virgo. Got Virgo placements, Virgo's on your mind. All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on for Geminis in the current moment? What's going on for Geminis, please? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the current moment. What's the energy surrounding Gemini? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's the energy surrounding Gemini right now, please, Spirit? King of Swords in reverse. So issues with communication. What's going on for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Gemini in the current energy. What's the energy for Geminis? Yeah, you guys definitely have some type of resentment that you're holding on to. You do. Six of Cups in reverse. That's usually about an inability to let go of the past or bad memories about the past. Let's look deeper into that. The Six of Cups in reverse for Gemini. Six of Cups in reverse for Gemini. Six of Cups in reverse for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so some of you guys, you still have this type of emotional attachment to the past. You have the Six of Cups in reverse clarified by the Queen of Cups upright. But at the same time, it's one of those situations from your past. This could be a past person or just some past memories where you're trying to avoid it. You're trying to avoid thinking about it. Four of Swords, or you're trying to just, not engage with it too much, running away from it altogether. 7 of Swords upright, and then you have the 9 of Swords in reverse. So these are like memories, I feel like, that are suppressed, or feelings that you've suppressed from your past. This, like this anger, this resentment, or this, you know, something. This could even be towards a specific person. So maybe on the outside, this is how you're presenting yourself about this feeling, this situation, this person, which is the Queen of Swords, which is just like this really blunt, cold, or straightforward, you know, poker face type of energy. But on the inside, you still have a lot of emotion for this past situation, or it could be this past person. All right, let's look more into this. What else for Gemini in the current moment? What else for Gemini? What else is the energy surrounding Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. What's the energy for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hey, here's you, but you're in reverse. The Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So, I feel like for some of you Geminis, you're not really feeling like you might not be feeling like yourself. You know, like maybe you're feeling like there's something off about you, maybe in your emotions and your thought process, whatever the case may be. You could be carrying a lot of heavy burdens right now, or just juggling a lot, and this is kind of overwhelming to you. I feel like it's because you have 6 of Pentacles. You're trying to make sure that you're giving to everybody, that you're giving to this group and that group and this person and this friend and this lover, whatever, this ex. Just kidding. Unless. Okay, so you're trying to give to everybody at the same time. You're trying to juggle a lot of things. Could be multiple jobs, multiple people, whatever the case may be. There is a lot of people in this spread. I'm going to show you. You have the King of Swords in reverse. You have the Queen of Swords upright. You have the Queen of Cups. And then you have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So Geminis, this could be all of your, you know, your personalities that are within you. You know, maybe your you know, emotional state for something, and your logical state for something might be balanced in one way, but then on the other end, your self-confidence is wavering, or your ability to fully articulate how you feel is another thing. And so, yeah, Geminis, I just feel like you guys are just balancing a lot right now, or at least trying to. You're trying to get to the finish line, and I feel like you guys are doing a very good job, more than you think. Okay, because then you have the World card and you have the Ace of Wands. So a breakthrough is coming. There is light at the end of the tunnel. You're about to reach a milestone or a completion of some kind. But that main thing is trying not to run away from your conflicts, or avoid some type of past memory or past resentment that is trying to surface for you to address. All right. So moving on, let's see what else we got for the rest of March. The rest of March for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on for the rest of March? This 9 of Swords is in the middle again. All right, what's going on for the rest of March for Geminis? This 7 of Swords, y'all. What is this here, Geminis? Now, the 7 of Swords comes out for y'all a lot. What is the 7 of Swords a lot? What is the 7 of Swords about for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Why is the 7 of Swords here? This card comes out for you guys like every month. I don't know what this is about. Why is the 7 of Swords here for Gemini again, please? What is this deception? Why is this 7 of Swords here for Geminis? 2 of Cups. Why is the 7 of Swords here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? A lot of 2s. You might be seeing 222. You might be seeing 222. If you're seeing 222, this is a sign for you. All right, that was corny. All right, so you got the 2 of Cups. You got the 2 of Pentacles again. You got the 2 of Swords. So decisions, balance, partnerships. So Gemini, there's this energy of escapism this month, okay? 7 of Swords. There's a sneaky type of energy, all right? This could be deceptive. Now, keep in mind, the energies can be vice versa. This could be you with this deceptive energy, or this could be someone else. But there's an avoidance. There's a strategy type of energy here with the 7 of Swords. So in regards to a relationship, so it could be that you are juggling multiple people and you're not saying that, or somebody else is juggling multiple people, not saying that. But there's an indecision. Somebody does not want to make a choice. Okay, this could be a choice about a commitment or involving a Taurus with the Hierophant. But I feel like instead of making a choice, they're just going to avoid it altogether. So Geminis, whether this is you or the other person, Tower in reverse, there's an energy of, I feel like somebody trying to just avoid a disaster from happening. So in regards to their purposely remaining stagnant or undecided, maybe about a commitment or about this connection. Ace of Cups in reverse, purposely suppressing feelings, or you're purposely suppressing feelings because you just don't want to make a choice. You don't want to make a decision. Let's see what else for Gemini for the rest of March. What else is the energy here? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What else is the energy? I'm just feeling a lot of indecision here. What else is the energy for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? The Devil card in reverse. Let's see, why is the Devil card in reverse for Gemini's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? I feel like there's a lot of swords here too. Okay, so this Empress energy is coming out strong. The Empress actually came out, no, it came out while I was shuffling the first time. And I want to clarify that once. Let me see. For some of you, this is pregnancy. I don't know. Pregnancy has been a really big theme for everyone. But why is the Empress here for Gemini's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Or there's a blossoming of something. And it's the last card I'm going to clarify so I can finish. Okay, what's the Empress here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Why is the Nine of Swords? Tell me more. Nine of Swords. I'm sorry, y'all. This story just keeps getting different, and I'm trying to figure it out. Okay. Nine of Swords for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Why is the Nine of Swords here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What are they anxious about? A lot of anxiety. Okay, so, all right, so some of you guys are really worried about money. For some of you, you guys are pregnant, or you recently got pregnant, or you found out about a pregnancy with the Empress card. Somebody else had this similar message where it was like a pregnancy and they didn't know how they were gonna take care of the baby, or money was an issue. But yeah, you have the Empress card, so it could for some of you be pregnancy at this time. And you're worried about money. Nine of Swords clarified by the Five of Pentacles. Or you're feeling abandoned. This could be feeling abandoned by a parent, or, you know, if you have a child, feeling abandoned by the child's father or mother, whatever the case may be. But yeah. And then you also, there might be some anxiety as well surrounding love offers. Where did it go? Oh, the Knight of Cups. Okay, so you could be getting love offers, and then it's just making you nervous because Geminis, I feel like you're in this energy of not wanting to be attached, or somebody else is in this energy of not wanting to attach or commit, with the Fool card and then the Devil card in reverse. So that's what all this energy is surrounding to me. I'm getting that somebody is very indecisive about what they really want. This could be you, Geminis, because I know Gemini's energy. So it could be like you're juggling multiple things, multiple people. You're not really wanting to be tied down or be attached. But at the same time, I feel like you have a certain connection on your mind, or a connection from your past that you're thinking about. And then on the other hand, for some of you, just really worried about money. Okay, so it's just like a lot of different things. Like everything is everywhere. Like there's just a lot of sporadic energy that I'm picking up on for you. Gemini's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so moving on, let's move on to your advice. Let's get some advice for Geminis, please. Advice for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March. What's the advice for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March? What's the advice, please, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? All right, here we go. What's the advice for Geminis? The Empress reverse. What's the advice for Geminis for March? The Seven of Swords. Okay. Well, there's some type of sneakiness that you're doing, and you're supposed to be doing it kind of, or you're supposed to have a certain strategy. Let me clarify that. Seven of Swords again for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Why is the Seven of Swords here for Geminis as advice? Such a weird thing. Seven of Swords as advice for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. Why is the Seven of Swords here as advice for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Look at you again. Lovers in reverse at the bottom. What's going on, Gemini? I feel like you're pulling away from yourself. Some of you are really pulling away from yourself. Yeah. So Geminis, this is what I feel for you, your advice. So I honestly feel, so now you have the six of Pentacles in reverse and the Empress in reverse, when both of these were upright for March. I feel like you guys are giving way too much. All right. You're spreading yourselves thin. You guys have had this message before. All right. So you guys are giving a lot. You're giving a lot, I feel like. All right. Six of Pentacles in reverse is usually a card to pull back. Stop giving so much of yourself, giving so much of everything to everybody, especially money. If you've been giving a lot of money away, you want to try to hold on to your resources better. All right. With the Empress in reverse as well. And I feel like there's a situation that you want to proceed with caution in with the Page of Cups. I mean, Page of Swords. Jesus. Page of Swords. And then Seven of Swords was clarified by the Six of Swords and then the Three of Swords in reverse. And then again, Two of Pentacles in reverse. So you guys had this card upright the whole reading. Now you have it in reverse. So, like I said, there's a need for you guys to pull back. And also, I feel like there's a need for you guys to not share all of your emotions with everybody. You cannot trust everybody. All right, Queen of Cups in reverse. Some of you have been sharing a lot, giving a lot of information out. And first, I feel like it's a time for you to kind of move in silence. All right, Seven of Swords, Six of Swords, move in silence or move on in silence. All right. So if there's an energy that you're picking up on, or you're starting to notice that somebody's trying to take from you, somebody's greedy, whatever the case may be, you don't cause a scene. Just pull back, just move away from it. And, you don't necessarily have to address it. Just, and once you notice, once you peep game, just be like, all right, I see who you are. I'm gonna head out. Okay. So that's what I feel like for you. And also heal in silence. Three of Swords. Healing in silence. I don't mean like suppress everything, don't share anything with everyone, but I mean like, you don't have to talk about with everyone that you're still angry at your ex, or that you're still hurting about such and such, because, sometimes people can be very discouraging about things like that. And so the main thing is for you, Gemini, I feel like strategy is going to be a thing. That's the biggest thing. Is just, noticing the people that are taking from you too much, or noticing the people that aren't reciprocating, and just silently moving away, silently separating yourself, separating your energy. Okay. You don't have to make a huge commotion out of it at all. All right. Geminis in love, please. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March in love, please. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in March in love. Okay. Tell me about the unrequited love card, please, for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Tell me about the unrequited love card. I can't talk today. Tell me about the unrequited love card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, so we're going to start with this, and then we're going to get to the deception card, because there's been a lot of deception in your reading. So, all right, so Geminis, here's the thing. Here is the thing. So you do have a soulmate that you're connecting to right now, most likely. Soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. However, there is an unrequited love here. All right, there's an energy of someone giving too much, someone taking too much, or you guys have too many, not too many, but there's a big difference in you guys, and either your commitment values or your long-term values, or something from your past that's holding this relationship back. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. That was clarified by healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So for some of you guys, you aren't able to have a solid long-term connection because of something from your past or because of something from your childhood. Okay, so it could be that, like what I was noticing, it seems like you guys, whether this is you or someone that you're connecting to, keep in mind it can be vice versa. The energy is that you have a lot going on. You have a lot of different connections that you make, but because of some type of family issues or something from your childhood, your past, or the way you were raised, what your parents didn't show you, what they didn't give you, it is hard for you to make a stable, solid, long-term, or very intimate connection. Okay. So even though you feel it, you might bounce around from relationship to relationship, or, you find that you feel like you're never satisfied in love. It's because there's something that you're not healing within yourself first, or healing within your family dynamic, or forgiving your parents, or working through intimacy issues, codependency issues, vulnerability issues, whatever the case may be. All right, you have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Some of you guys are very quick to pull the plug on relationships because you're searching for something that may not exist. Okay, maybe your expectations are super duper high for people, or you cancel people out very quickly before you really can form an intimate bond with them due to some type of childhood issues, childhood trauma. All right, there's deception about this connection. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship, or like I said, this can be vice versa. So if everything I'm saying doesn't resonate for you, this is how the other person is feeling. Maybe it makes it hard to get close to them. Why is the deception card here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Somebody either hiding their true feelings or not being honest with themselves about their capacity to love or the way that they've been loving. Deception. Tell me about the deception card. About this deception card. Yeah, this has to do with somebody's vulnerability issues, their intimacy issues. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So this is the thing, Gemini. Either you're dealing with somebody who they act like they're very open to love. They act like they're very open to receiving love and giving love, but it's really a mask. Like this person, this could be kind of like a narcissistic type of thing, but not always. It's just sometimes this is just how people learn how to love, or this could be you. It is safe for you to love. So this is my intimacy card. So somebody is deceptive about their intimacy issues, or they're deceptive that they're really scared to be loved or to give love, or they're really good at giving love, not good at receiving, or they're really good at receiving, not giving, whatever the case may be. But you're dealing with somebody, or this is you, that it's going to be very hard to love them, and they're kind of wearing this mask that they're okay, or their past doesn't bother them that much, or it's not affecting them, but it's showing up. It keeps showing up in relationships, whether this is you or them, Gemini. Okay, so I see that throughout the whole reading, there's a lot of escaping, or before you get too close to the person, you run away, or you leave, or they leave you. And that has to do with, it could be abandonment fear that they may not even know that they have. All right, so let's see. Anything else for Gemini for March within the next few weeks? Anything else for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March? Anything else for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March in the near future? Something is happening in the near future in the next few weeks. What's happening in the next few weeks for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What's happening within the next few weeks for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? There's an opportunity. Ask for help. Okay, Geminis, there's something better. So there's an opportunity, I feel like, coming towards you to either ask for help with navigating a certain connection, or there's an opportunity that is coming your way, an opportunity to try to make things right or make things better with something or someone, but it's coming in very, very fast. Okay, so something about asking your angels for help. You have ask your angels, you have ask for help from others, and you have helpful people at the bottom of the deck. So people are going to be assisting you in some way, whether it's navigating a connection, or finally you know, tapping in and healing some type of wounds that you didn't know you had, or that got triggered, or, you know, maybe you just realized that you've been doing something in your love life for a while and now you're trying to fix it finally. So there's going to be an opportunity to fix things, or to understand why you do certain things, or understand better why somebody acts the way that they do, why they've been running, or why you've been running. All right, so that's what I have for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for March. I love you guys. I'm going to try to do this quickly, or quicker, you know, after taking this week off. I'm behind. I am behind. So love you, Geminis. I'm going to finish the rest of this on my Patreon soon, the next few days. Let me know if this reading resonated for you down in the comments down below. I am Tarotbybronx on everything.